Scott Pearson, Alex Ravlin, Joey Anderson, all big nights to lead Underwood to victory. Guys, I'm sure anytime you can beat Tri-Center, that's got to feel pretty good. Just your thoughts?
Yeah, it was a great team win. We had a lot of things that we needed to clean up, but we'll get that figured out in film.
A lot of missed opportunities left on the field, but it's still always nice to beat Tri-Center. They're always a good coach team every year.
Yeah, it always feels good to come out here real close to us, just to get a win down here. Feels good.
Big night rushing for really kind of all three of you guys in different facets. What was working?
Honestly, just the O-line, absolute monsters, tearing it up, following blocks, all that fun stuff. None of us, we wouldn't be able to do that without the O-line.
Yeah, O-line up there gives us a lot of momentum at times. They bring a lot of energy, and they really are the head of the running game.
Oh yeah, of course. We played so much better this game than we did last game. There's still a few things we need to work on, but we did really well on the O-line.
You guys have multiple threats in the backfield. You three throw in Hayden as well. What does that do for you guys, knowing that it kind of maybe takes a little bit of the load off?
It's always nice to have depth in the backfield. Going down there, you get tired, you get someone to sub out, and you know that you can be just as good, makes it that much better.
Yeah, it's always nice having a couple different guys in, because then you can get fresh legs and you can get some speed and power any snap.
Yeah, it's also great to have good competition at practice. We're always one-upping each other every day. It feels good.
Scott, you had maybe the biggest play of the game. They score to make it close. You're able to bust a kick return. Just take us through that.
Yeah, I know. We were feeling pretty down that they scored, but we knew that it was going to be a little pooch kick. I picked it up. Honestly, was just trying to get a few yards, cut it back, and saw an opening. I mean, none of that would have been made possible due to Hayden and Graham right in front of me. They got great solid blocks, and I was just able to follow them and take it to the house.
Alex, you had 3 interceptions defensively, pick 6 as well. What were you seeing that was allowing you to be that opportunistic?
I just like going out there competing, being a ball hawk. It was always nice to put some pressure on the quarterback, make him try to make some throws off balance, and everything was just going our way tonight.
How do you guys try to build off this?
We just need to learn a little bit from our mistakes. Shot ourselves in the foot a couple times, missed a couple touchdown passes, but watch some film, polish everything up, and we'll get out there next week.
Yeah, as Coach has been saying, there's so much room for improvement for us. We got this.
Coach, wow, a dominant showing for you guys. I'm sure there's some things you'd like to clean up, but when you can have those things and still a 30-point win, you got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I just told the guys. I didn't think, especially offensively, I just didn't feel like we capitalized on everything we could have. And to still have a lot to improve on and get a 41-8 victory on the road is something I'm pretty happy about.
The ground game was kind of your go-to there tonight. What's that say about your guys' offense to be really balanced when maybe most people think Underwood, they think being able to spread it out, but you guys able to make some plays on the ground?
Yeah, I think we have a really good offensive line. I think we're healthy for the first time this year, and we're at full strength up there. We've got a lot of guys that played a lot of football up front, and, I think into that second quarter, start of the third, that really started to show because I thought we were pretty fresh and pretty dominant. Again, we're going to watch film and a lot of things we need to clean up. And I also like the way we had, 3 and then Alex carrying the ball, 4 guys that really carried the ball well tonight. Proud of all those guys.
Defensively, I think 7 turnovers. What were you guys doing so well?
We've got athletes back in the secondary. Coach Ritter put together a really, really good game plan. Obviously from film, watching them throw it all over ICAM last week. But we've got some good guys on the back end. Our linebackers were good in coverage. Our secondary went up and got the balls that were jump ball situations. And our defensive line put some good heat on the quarterback. Never made him comfortable. So it was good. We only got 1 turnover last week to get 7 this week.
How about Alex tonight? All over the place, passing, rushing, defensively, 3 picks as well. What can you say about his performance?
He's a guy that, he's only a sophomore playing his second game of his sophomore year, but got a lot of experience last year because of some injury, and he's a gamer, similar to his brother. His whole career. When the lights shine, the brightest, he's at his best, and we trust him with our offense. We trust him in the secondary. He's got a really, really bright future.
They scored to make it a 2-possession game, and then Scotty's able to break one on a kick return. How huge was that momentum-wise?
Huge. We talked about it, all week. we talked about last year's game, how we got up big and then kind of let them back in the game. And last year we really couldn't get that tide turned until it was a one-score game. And we talked about this week about just, when adversity hits, who's going to step up and make the play to stop it. Scotty did a nice job. It was a short kick, grabbed it, made one guy miss on the sideline, and scored a really big touchdown for us.
How do you guys try to build off this win as we get into district play next week?
Now things become super real. I mean, with this year's format, you've got to position yourself for the playoffs in your district. Every district game is big. Got Maple Valley on homecoming next week. We'll get in Monday, watch some film on them, make some corrections from tonight, and be ready to go next Friday.